So I made this quick block out of a house that we're going to make. My goal here is to add some details on the outside of the house to make it look a little more realistic. So I'm going to go for a typical Norwegian style, which has a kind of wooden plates across here and downwards. So let's start off by taking this object here. It's a really simplistic object. I haven't done anything with it. But I'm going to use the cloner here to fill the wall with this object and around the windows and so on. So I'm going to find a cloner. I'm going to copy my panel into there. I don't want to lose this one. I want to keep that for reference later. Then I want to move my cloner object to roughly the position where I want to have these wooden plates. To find a good spot for them. When it's in position, I want to scale these down a little bit. So I'm going to select panel inside the cloner. Just select the scale tool. Scale it down a little bit. I'm going to move it a little bit until I'm roughly happy. It doesn't need to be super accurate because on the edge here we're going to have some more details later if we're going to build further on it, and the same in the door area here, so it doesn't need to be 100% right now. When I'm happy with the scale and the placement, I'm going to need to rotate these a little bit. So I'm going in, I'm just going to find a plane effector. The plane effector, I'm not going to use the position, but I'm going to use the rotation. So I'm going to rotate it on the bank a little bit, roughly like 10 degrees. That looks okay. Then, when I'm happy with that, I can go back to my cloner. I can increase the count. I'm stopping here because I am going to have my own cloner on top here that goes across this entire section. So I'm happy with that. That's a pretty good looking for now. So the next step I can do is I can just grab this clone. I can copy it over. Let's find roughly the middle point here. And I'm just going to decrease the number of clones. See, I missed a little bit here, so I might want to adjust the window slightly. But it's okay for now. So the next step is to clone it once more. Find roughly the center again. Like that. Then I want to go into the panel again and I want to scale it down. To roughly there. Go to the cloner. Increase the number count and I can just copy this to the other side. Again, it doesn't need to be picture perfect on the edges, as long as you just, because there's probably going to be some boards coming down here to show the edge here. Now you just do this across all of them. Now I want to decrease the number. I think it's, yeah, roughly 2. I just want to scale this out. That was the wrong one. I have to select the panel, then scale it out. And move it a little bit till I'm happy with it. A little bit more up so it's more in line with the others. Copy this one. It's roughly the length I wanted. Just have one clone. Put it into the center here. And there you go. Now we have a wall that is covered with these platings, and it didn't take long at all. Now, houses are normally not built perfectly on a line like this, so I kind of want these to be tilt a little bit to the sides. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the random effector tool. Let's just go to our first cloner here. I'm going to drag the random into it. So you can see everything moves because it's now randomly moving. So I need to turn it off. Go to random, hook off position. And again, I want to touch the rotation. This one I want to take the rotation pitch. So if I do this drastically, you can see everything moves like that. But I don't want it that much. I think 0.5 might be enough here. Once I'm happy with it, I can just go to each of my cloners, take the random effector, drag it into the effectors tab here. And the same random effect will apply to all my clones here. It's a quick way to create a much more uneven and realistic look. The good thing is that if I find that 0.5 was too small, I can just go into this effector here and I can go into like say 1%. And then you'll see a much more drastic change. That's what I wanted, or even 2, just to show. It's a quick way to have a lot of control of your actions and still not do a lot of work with it.